Hello there. Welcome to Just the Dis. My name is Brian, and we talk about Blu-rays here. And first off, I want to wish a belated Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And honestly, I wasn't having necessarily the greatest week leading up to Father's Day, if I'm being straightforward. And so I got a nice boost just spending time with my family on that day, and I also got a really nice few Blu-rays here as Father's Day presents. So I just wanted to share these. There's some really fun stuff in here, and some stuff I'd been meaning to get, and so was really happy to finally get my hands on. And I'll start with this. Ironically or comedically, Mommy Dearest as a Father's Day gift. Very cute. The movie is, of course, a notorious cult classic. This is the first time, as I think, that it's been available on Blu-ray. This is the Paramount Presents line, which, of course, has the slipcase that has the fold-out front. And then we have the inside, and then they have artwork on the inside like that. Okay, so this one's cool. It's got a few more features. Usually they just do like a filmmaker focus, which is usually about 7 or 8 minutes, but this actually has more stuff, a lot more stuff. And they don't even, they do kind of list it on the back here, but you wouldn't really be able to tell exactly all that's here. But so there's a filmmaker focus biographer, Justin Bozung, on director Frank Perry. That's about 7 minutes. There's a new commentary by American drag queen Hedda Lettuce, and then they brought over the old commentary that John Rodgers did for the DVD. So you got 2 commentary tracks. You've got something called The Revival of Joan, and these are featurettes, Life with Joan and Joan Lives On. And I want to say they're about 14 minutes or so a piece. And, you know, one of them features producer Frank Yablans, and I think he's sort of featured heavily in a couple of these. They got a nice interview with him. So it's cool. You get a nice behind the scenes on the film, and Yablans telling the story of the first time he actually met Joan Crawford herself and how intimidated he was. And anyway, looks good, nice disc. If you're not aware of this movie or the director, Frank Perry, he did stuff like The Swimmer, which came out from Grindhouse Releasing. There is the Diary of a Mad Housewife, came out recently from Kino Lorber, as well as Ladybug. And boy, there's a few more. Rancho Deluxe is coming soon from Fun City Editions. That's also Frank Perry. So he's a filmmaker that I like a lot, and this is, again, one of his most known titles, really. So that's cool. And this was a big surprise. I hadn't expected to get this, but I guess it was on sale this week at a good price, you know, around $60, maybe less. So it's the 4K Ultra HD of the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I believe it includes the all three theatrical and extended movies on 9 discs. So I guess this just happened to be on sale this week, so that kind of worked out. But yeah, I'm excited about this. My son is a huge fan of this series, and so it'll be nice to see these in 4K. I've only heard good things about these transfers. So this is really good stuff and exciting, totally unexpected. This one was cool when I saw Shout Select was putting it out, Wildcats. This directed by the great Michael Ritchie, who is, you know, responsible for a lot of films that we love on this channel, including things like Smile, which also came out from Fun City Editions recently. The Bad News Bears, which has recently gotten 2 Blu-rays, one from Paramount, one from Imprint Films. And, of course, he did things like Prime Cut and, Downhill Racer. And he is just a director that I dig quite a bit. And this is a football movie that I remember liking. It says All-American charmer Goldie Hawn is Molly, who turns the team's... Sorry, Central High is an inner-city Chicago combat zone, sometimes called a school. It has brawn before brains, football team of rowdy rappers, bruisers, and losers. What's Molly McGrath doing here? Coaching football. And so it's sort of a, underdog football story. If I recall, she's teaching and coaching at this inner-city school. And you get to see young Wesley Snipes, among others, in the cast. And James Keach, Swoozie Kurtz, I forgot they were in it. Production design by Boris Levin. Wow, classic stuff. Guy goes back to the old Hollywood era. And then Scorsese used him a bunch on all kinds of movies. New York comes immediately to mind, but I know he used him a ton. Great production designer. Written by Ezra Sachs, directed by Michael Ritchie. Music by Hawk Walensky and James Newton Howard. I forgot James Newton Howard worked on this score. Very cool. Anyway, so underdog football movie that I haven't seen in forever. This used to be on HBO all the time because I feel like maybe there was some like nudity in it or something that made it a big deal that it was on there. But cool stuff from Shout Select. This is a new restoration from a brand new 2K scan. Doesn't say if they use the camera negative or an interpositive. And then it includes a new interview with screenwriter Ezra Sachs. So very cool. This is from, I want to say 1986, Wildcats. And last but not least, another Shout Factory one. I think there's a bunch of Shout Factory stuff on sale this week as well. The Legend of the Lone Ranger from 1981. This one I see a lot called like a guilty pleasure, and I've honestly never seen it. I don't think. I've only heard it spoken of and talked about as a kind of a fan favorite for some, but I think it was a film that didn't do particularly well when it came out, and I believe was panned by critics at the time, but has somehow hung on as a movie that people still talk about. It doesn't have much in terms of features, just the trailer, but it's, as I understand it, is kind of like, a Marvel origin story, but for the Lone Ranger, like how he became the Lone Ranger. He's played by Clinton Spilsbury, and the film also stars Christopher Lloyd, and I want to say there's a couple other names in here that I recognize. Jason Robards plays Ulysses S. Grant. But yeah, so I've always meant to see this one. I think it was real cheap this week on Amazon. But yeah, just a really nice group of movies that I didn't expect to get. So it brightened the week, I'll say for sure. But anyway, just wanted to do a quick haul video. And again, wish Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, hung out with your families or not, whatever you chose to do. But anyway, that's all I got. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.